Welcome back to P Talk. I'm your host, Pumpy. Here in P Talk, we like to spotlight all the amazing things people are doing inside of VRChat or out in the real world. No drama, no mess, just real people talking about things that they enjoy, things that they love to do. So come on in. This is P Talk. All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of P Talk. This time we have our lovely guest, Fangs. Thanks so much, Fangs, for coming on out here. How you doing tonight or today?
Yeah, doing great. Thanks for having me.
No, appreciate you coming on to the
Yeah,
show.
excited to be here.
Do you want to get into what you do in the game? How do you who is Fangs? What do you like to do in VR chat?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it started for me with world creation.
Mm,
I've always wanted to just have a place for me and my friends to hang out. But that very quickly got boring with just mere dwelling. And so I have a little bit of a history of coding and my background. And so I tried to go into making interactive maps.
okay, something where you can actually
My
like not just
first,
sit there and look at a mirror the whole
yeah,
time. Actually like do stuff, an actual
yeah,
activity. Okay.
yeah, exactly. Something that I could, bring a little bit of more, I don't know, like interactivity. My very first time, I released my first ever game for a game jam.
And that was for
Well, I
Spookality.
mean,
That was 2023
yeah, Spookality.
Spookality,
Yeah.
and you did something for Halloween. That's awesome. What was the game? What was it about? How did it run?
Um, okay, so basically, it was think of an escape room.
Mm.
There's this big labyrinth that I had made, and inside this labyrinth, all the lights are out. So you physically have to carry a flashlight with you to see. And you have to go to these different rooms, and each room has a code that unlocks the next door. And you follow that same kind of scenario
The
from
escape room
going
trying to
from
get
room to
out.
room, collecting note to note to unlock more doors. Uh, gets progressively harder.
Do you remember the name of the map? Do you remember what the theme was for 2023 Spookality?
So the theme was limited light,
Okay.
um, and I had made an escape room. I literally combined the two things together, and you can find that world called Limited Light Escape Room.
There you go. But hey, I personally love it. It's plain, it's simple, it's to the point. What am I getting to? Limited light escape room. There's no question about it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that was back in 2023.
Hmm.
I have not done another game jam since. That world is, I think, currently sitting at around 93,000 visits.
Oh wow.
And I think it was probably, I want to say, nearly a whole year before I started my next project. Um, and it was a kind of tycoon game-esque. I did that. I got really far along, and then I was cleaning out my hard drives and accidentally deleted
Oh
it. So it never got
no,
published.
no. Oh my gosh. That's worse than forgetting to save your game. That's a whole other level.
Just
You,
throwing it away entirely.
yeah, you threw the game out, the whole game out.
I was like, whatever, I'll make a game, but it's going to be a lot simpler. It's going to be like hardly no moving parts whatsoever. And it's currently up right now. VRChat stock market game. I made up like 15 fake companies. I gave them a random probability of going up and going down. Um, you could buy shares of a company.
And Fangs, I have to ask you, how did you get into computer work, gaming, code? Because you mentioned coding as well. How did you get into that, in general?
I come from a very tech literate family. My father was in the electronics business, so I always had spare computers, game consoles. Like I think I got my first like full like personal computer of my own at like 11. Yeah, so if you go to this IT course at this technical college, that's what you would 2 years. You
Hmm.
spend your first year doing all three. Your second year, you specialize in one of them. Uh, I actually ended up specializing in web development and 3D modeling.
And do you do work? Like, as just as basically I'm asking, is this your career that you've chosen? Is this
Yeah, this was
okay?
yeah. Well, this is what I am doing because we all need money. It is not what I would like to be doing,
That
but
is a
it's
very
a good
fair.
job.
Yeah, it pays the bills.
Yeah,
We can't be mad about it paying the
it
bills.
pays the bills. I don't hate it. We vibe.
We're vibing, we live, you do what you gotta do. So that sounds like a lot of that. So this is the VR chat you know, the one that's doing world creating, world editing, asset building, things like that of the sort, coding. Well, not as much coding as we said, as we stated,
Yeah.
but who is Fangs, I guess to say, in real life? What do you like to do to keep yourself busy when you're not in the game? How do you who is Fangs then?
Oh, go walking.
Mhm.
Uh, I like to just play some competitive video games. I'm a very
Nice.
competitive video gamer.
What's been in the rotation lately? What game has been keeping you
Uh,
busy and
uh,
cursing your teammates out?
the two games in the rotation have arguably been like the two best hero shooters on the market currently,
Uh-oh,
both
hot take,
both
hot take.
Overwatch and Marvel
Wait,
Rivals.
wait, you might have pissed some people off with that. Saying you said both of them in the same sentence. I usually hear a either
Yeah,
or. I've never heard I to this day I've not heard anyone say I love both of them.
dude, I wouldn't say I love either of them.
Okay, okay, all right. So yeah, you definitely play both of them
uh,
then. You definitely play them a lot. If
yeah,
you're saying I don't love either of them, yeah, that's an
yeah, I don't love
understandable
either of them.
hate love
I
relationship.
yeah, I play Overwatch because it's just familiar.
Who's
Yeah,
your hero? Is that what they call them over there? Heroes? Hero?
yeah, heroes.
Who's your hero over there?
It really depends on what role I'm playing, but I've been hard carrying on the tank role, and I've been playing a lot of Hazard, the big purple Australian man.
Yeah, yeah. I downloaded Overwatch. I opened Overwatch again recently, and I was like, let me try him out. He's pretty fun. He's like a Overwatch Hulk in a way. You know, he gets in there, punches some stuff, puts some spikes out,
Yeah,
jumps back.
yeah, he is
Okay.
one of the better dive tanks.
What else do we like to do to keep ourselves busy?
One of my friends suggested that I should then try to do like what's the spoken
Spoken word,
poetry.
yeah, spoken word poetry.
Yeah, spoken word poetry. And then that led to slam poetry.
So you went from doing spoken word and then you got out of your shell even then further to then do slam poetry. And then I cut you off, but I did hear at the end you said then you realized you can even turn them into song lyrics, right?
You could easily shift a poem into a like full-on song. And so
Interesting.
I started writing lyrics, so to say, rather than poems.
Ah, so you became from a poet to a songwriter. You're explaining to us.
Yeah, I songwriter. Yes.
Okay, so you're a musician. You're songwriting musician songwriting. I'm sorry. Let me put respect on your name. What kind of music do you like to create? What kind of music do you bring out into the world?
Downplayed hyperpop. So it still
Interesting.
has the hyperpop to it,
Mm-hmm.
but your lyrics and the overall feel of the song is typically more emotionally charged with a more melodic like sorrow,
That
but it
sounds
still has
different.
upbeat music
Wow.
behind it. It's still got, this upbeatness to it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you peel back the layers and you're actually like listening to the lyrics, you could see that it's more so sorrow cosplaying as like just being so euphoric that you can't do anything else.
So why hyperpop? Why did you land on that for your genre?
Um, Something that I don't listen to a whole lot, but does keep me motivated when I'm doing something super tedious or like a really long task, is I like having really upbeat, like for people who know about music, like 140 BPM. Like I like having like really fast music, really upbeat music,
Because it
because
makes
it
you feel
kind of
like
keeps me
it's
stimulated.
going.
It
Yeah,
keeps
it
me
keeps it
in
going.
the zone. Yeah.
And Fangs, is your Spotify? Do you have your music out anywhere? Do you have a
I
Spotify,
do.
SoundCloud? You do
Yeah,
have your music out.
I
Okay,
have my music on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Pandora, Deezer, TikTok,
you're
anywhere that
everywhere.
you can stream music. I'm
Yeah.
everywhere.
What's your Spotify name? Is it the same as is it on here, Fangs, or is it something different?
It's Toxin, but it's
Okay.
spelled Toxyn instead of IN. So
Toxyn.
Toxyn.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
We're gonna make sure we
Toxin.
put that down below. So hey, Toxin, check them out on Spotify or the long list of other music services. Like you said,
Yeah,
anything that you can stream
I'm
music.
sure take any one of my song titles, type in Toxin after it, and whatever you listen to, and I'm probably on there.
Do you have a sample? Do you have a little bit of a snippet that you want to show us by chance? You got a little bit of a piece you want
Um,
to YouTube
yeah,
copyright, but
I can. Yeah, I could play one for you.
okay, that'd be great. I
Uh,
love that.
yeah, the song comes from my third, yeah, my third album.
Oh, three albums. Wow.
Uh, yeah, and it is called uh, well, the album itself is called Digital Eden,
Mm.
but the song I'll be playing for you is actually called Blood Ink. Again, going back to this like kind of like sorrowy lyrics, but with an upbeat to it. Okay, so here we go. So, it's just
And,
a little something here and there, a
and
little
that's
something.
you. And that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, so that's crazy to think about. Wow, that's you on there. It sounds awesome. It sounds great. Hey,
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Blood Ink on the album Digital Eden. Toxin.
Yes.
Toxyn. That was and that was just a little
Yes,
snippet.
exactly. You got it
That's
just
what
right.
that's what YouTube will let us get away with. How long have you been working on
Oh
Hyperpop?
gosh. Working on hyperpop. I first got into making hyperpop um through Vocaloid.
Oh,
There's, a Vocaloid, the most popular Vocaloid, Hatsune Miku, our queen.
shout out Hatsune
Uh,
Miku.
yeah. So kind of revolutionized Vocaloid music. They are Vocaloid music. And so I had Vocaloid sing my lyrics on top of a nice beat. And I
Hmm.
first found out that I could do this through, I was scrolling through YouTube, just trying to look for different music related content. And there was one from, I don't remember who it was because it was forever
A
ago,
while ago,
but
fair.
he said, can someone with no experience make a good sounding Vocaloid song? I was like, interesting title.
Challenge
And it's also
accepted.
kind of relevant because I am also a person with no experience. Can I make a Vocaloid song? Uh, so I watched like a 45-minute video of this guy going through his whole process of making his first Vocaloid song. But he was, like an actual music producer
and
prior.
and what time era is this? What era in your life? What year is this? Can you recall?
This was probably, I want to say 2020, late 2022, maybe early 2023.
Okay, okay. So as you're kind of getting into working on some more things around here on VR chat and stuff like that.
Yeah. Very just a creative person. I love to create. It is how I express myself, whether it be through a game, a world, a poem, a song. It's just I put
Making your
myself
mark on the
into,
world, putting what's in your
yeah,
brain out there into reality.
yeah. I just put myself into my work. And so I we're probably early 2023.
Hmm.
I start doing this. And then I want to say probably October of 2023, so pretty late into the year. I released my first like set of Vocaloid songs.
Oh
I
wow.
I think it was three to begin with. Um, they were not great. Yeah, I I don't know if they're even out there still. I don't know if I have them anywhere.
Just might be tucked
But I
away in
think
like the
those
dark
three,
closet, just hiding. Like, we're
yeah,
gonna. This
exactly.
is this is the first baby that we worked on. We're gonna let this one just be a sweet
We're
memory.
just gonna let that simmer for a little bit. Um, and then it's been working on it. Um, every day, every week,
So
every month,
3 years
tuning out
later,
new songs.
yeah, you're still making music 3 years later.
Yeah. What I think my catalog is 21 songs.
You're up to 21
Um,
songs now. Nice.
yeah,
21, 21,
21
21,
songs,
21.
and I have maybe two in the works. So I have one I've sent, and I'm waiting on a I'm working on like this like it's not a new genre, but it's like something outside my comfort zone.
Okay,
And
so
so
you're
I've sent that off to a
experimenting
producer.
too. So even as
Yeah.
you're working on, even as you've been creating for the past 3 years, you're like, you know what? I don't want to stop here. I want to keep improving myself, the craft that I make, and look into adventuring and branching into some more music. Wow,
I sent one off to a producer, waiting for that to get back.
it's very exciting.
And then I'm also working on one myself. So it's kind of like two dual projects going hand to hand.
So you're just always creating something. So if you're not making something for VR chat, you're making something for the eardrums, basically.
Yeah, if I'm not making something for VR chat, then I'm probably making something for myself and others, like a song. Yeah.
Do you DJ at any events? Can anybody catch you throwing
Oh,
down anything like that?
if you would have wanted to see that, you would have had to have come way earlier.
Oh,
I want to say 2020 to 2021, I was DJing nearly every weekend.
oh, that was your
I was
DJ
constantly
era.
booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Wait, you
like
were a good DJ
every
then.
I don't know if I was a good DJ or if it's just VRChat just has so many clubs that there's that many opportunities.
Might be a mix of both, right? That's fair.
Yeah,
For you
yeah.
to be, I don't know. For you to be booked, there's gotta be you gotta be doing something right.
Hey, everybody has a club and everybody wants a DJ.
Do you just do music just because, or is there something that you see yourself heading towards, or there's something that you like to really build with the music? I guess to say.
No, I don't really see a future. Um, I'm not here trying to be a massive artist. Like I said, it's really just cathartic. I
Hmm.
enjoy making music, and that's what I do.
And things before we get ready to wrap up, it's been a wonderful, wonderful time, wonderful interview. Anybody you want to shout out you can think of?
I got two people.
Oh yeah.
One, uh, obviously I have to mention it or else I'd get, massacred. My partner, they're
Okay.
great.
Gotta show some love for them,
Um,
of course.
yeah, but when it comes to actual other creatives, shout out to Heart Marksman, the avatar creator.
Heart Marksman.
I first, yeah, Heart Marksman. Uh, yeah, great avatar creator. I've We've spoken a couple times through Discord DMs.
Oh, nice.
Um, Back when I tried to do streaming, because I just do everything apparently.
Gotta keep busy.
But that didn't last long. But he actually gave me explicit permission, like the commercial rights to an avatar that he
Oh
created.
wow.
It's a super great guy, super sweet guy,
Mm-hmm.
talented avatar creator.
What kind of avatars do they make? I don't think I've ever heard of them before.
They make kind of avatars like I'm wearing now, but like
Okay.
theirs is more based on uh VR chatifying existing IPs. So
Interesting.
like, they've got a couple like Genshin avatars, but they're not like actual
Uh
game rips. They're just inspired by. He has some like World of Warcraft inspired
oh
avatars.
wow.
Like
Okay.
he's a really cool guy, really great avatars. Yeah,
Definitely,
exactly.
definitely
You got
shout out.
it.
So shout out to Fang's partner and shout out to Heart Marksman for sure. That's awesome.
There you go. Yep, yep.
Well, Fangs, I
Oh,
really appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks so much for
yeah,
just
of
like
course.
taking the time out. It's been a joy and a pleasure, just chuckling, laughing, hearing about the amazing things that you've been working on and in and out the game. Please don't forget to send me the worlds you've been working on or anything that you just like people to have an eye out. Just anything you've been working on. Love to support other creatives out there just working on making this game just more fun in general.
Yeah, of course. I'll definitely try to shoot them over to you as soon as I can.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Anything else you can think of that you want to say? Anything else for the viewers at home?
You know, just keep going, keeping on. It's all you can do,
That's very
you
true.
know.
That's very true. Keep going, keep moving on, because that's all you can do. Guys, again, really appreciate you tuning in to P Talk. This has been Fangs. Catch them on their socials. It's gonna be in the description. If that's your type of vibe, if you like hyper pop, if you like going to tycoon games, seeing what's out there, exploring VR chat, this is this place to be to kind of find out some more places and things to do. So thanks again, and we'll catch you next time on P Talk.